All right, so we are finally live. Let me put it in the chat box so you guys can refresh your page and click play to join me. All right, you'll have to refresh your page and click play to join me. All right, now as you guys, I'm gonna see as you guys start joining me, I'll see here on my screen that you're in. I want you to just tell me if you can see me and hear me. Can you see me and hear me in the chat box? Click play, refresh your page, and click play. Once you're in, just let me know if you can see me and hear me. All right. Okay. All right. Let's just make sure everybody is getting it. And okay. So as you guys join, just tell me your name, your city, and your Instagram handle in the chat box so I can say hello. And if you guys want to do me a favor, just post it in the chat box so our fellow entrepreneurs that's on here with us knows that they have to refresh the page and click play to catch up with us live. Okay. So just give me your name, your city, and okay, so we have Princess from Atlanta. Hi, Princess. At Pearls and Pink Ink. So if you guys are learning from the same person today, guess what? You already have something in common. So I want you guys to check out each other on Instagram, follow each other, start building your network, okay? All right, so can you guys see me and hear me? I just need somebody to tell me in the chat box that you can see me, you can hear me clearly, and there's no static. Sometimes this Hangouts gives me serious problems. So hopefully we get some clear sound today. All right, so I'm not getting any responses here, so I'm really not sure if you guys can see me and hear me. So if you guys can see and hear, please post it in the chat box for me. I want to make sure that we are good. Okay, thank you, Princess. Thank you, whoever it is that's answered under anonymous. Welcome. Can I please get your name and your Instagram handle and what city you're from? As you guys come in, just click play, refresh your page. Let me know where you're from so I can say what's up. We are going to begin in approximately 1 more minute. Emails just went out, so I want to give people time to come on over. All right, the emails just went out. So in 1 more minute, we're going to begin. Just give me your name, your city, and your Instagram handle so I can say what's up. I'm really excited for today. Hey, Asha from Houston. What's up, girl? All right. Okay, so we're going to give them a few more seconds to come on over, and then we are going to begin. We have a lot to cover, a lot to cover. Now, listen, there are some social links on the side of this video. If you guys want to click really quick while we wait on the rest of our entrepreneurs to come on over, just click that one of those social links, and you can share this out. No, they won't have to sign up. They could just come on over and join us live, okay? So do that for me while we wait for the rest of our fellow entrepreneurs to join us. So I'm checking out the chat box. I see that I have a good bit of people here, but you guys are not telling me your name. So I won't be able to shout you out or say hello. And I love to say hello personally to my peeps. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and begin. I don't like to wait too long. We're going to begin as long as you guys can hear me. If I lose sound at any time, please just let me know in the chat box. The Hangouts has been giving me some issues and making my sounds a little distorted at times. So just let me know. And I will put in my headphones and see if that helps. All right. So let me go ahead and switch my screen over, and we're gonna begin. All right. All right. Okay, so let me just know in the chat box if you can see the slideshow. Once I get a yes, I'm going to go ahead and begin. Once I get a yes, I will go ahead and begin the presentation. Let me know if you can see the slideshow. We might have a little bit of delay. Just give me a yes if you can see the slideshow. All right, awesome. Hello, how are you? Welcome. We're getting ready to begin. Okay. Hey, Karen, how are you? Hey, Tatiana, how are you? I don't know whoever is saying woo woo, but that's my favorite sign. That got to be my sister-in-law because that's our thing. The woo woo. Is that you, Tanika? Hey, Brandy, how are you? All right, so let's jump right in. Welcome to my 7-step secret formula to PLR success. My name is Niala Phillip, and I am a social media and brand strategist who teaches entrepreneurs how to use their story to find their unique value to the market, how to create profitable marketing strategies, and how to execute intentionally so they can live the life they deserve. And I do this through one-on-one coaching, online workshops, webinars, and I've been blessed to teach hundreds of students and serve as a leader to thousands of women. But it was not always that way. Okay. So I started my journey as an entrepreneur 16 years ago, and it's really been a long 16 years, but I'm not going to take you all the way back then. I'm going to start back 3 years ago when I joined a company called It Works Global. And I know you guys know about it. It's the network marketing company that sells the body wraps, right? And when I joined It Works Global, it was like a light went off. It was like my bright spot. It was the first time that I was exposed to what branding really was. It was the thing that helped me discover how much I loved social media. It was the first time that I was exposed to Instagram marketing. I got training and I learned how to use it to market my network marketing business, right? So I went from posting like before and after pictures that you know and I know was crazy because everybody else was doing it as well. I went from that to branding myself as an It Works rap girl, getting a photo shoot done. And I moved up the company really, really quickly. I moved up the ranks really quickly using Instagram alone. Now, some would say that I was seeing some success, but I want to tell you that behind closed doors, I was very tired. I was overworked. I was always in front of the computer, okay? And I really needed an easier way to provide value to my audience while making enough money to care for my family, okay? Now, using the tools and techniques that I'm going to share with you today, I've been able to grow 3 very large brands on Instagram. I'm also able to continuously put out products that my audience wants and they need, okay? And it has allowed me to be able to triple my income in 2016. So that's really why I'm so excited to share these techniques with you guys today. All right. So let's make sure that you are in the right place because I don't want to waste anyone's time. So you're in the right place if you've heard of or you bought. It's blurry. Someone's telling me it's blurry. If I get a second person telling me it's blurry, I'll check it out. But if not, do me a favor and just refresh your page and see if that helps you. So you're in the right place if you've heard of or you bought a PLR product, but you have no idea what to do with it, okay? You are also in the right place if you're drowning and you're trying to create tons of content and you want a way to be able to save time, okay? You are also in the right place if you want to build a list of eager buyers without breaking bank. So no matter what category you fall into today, you are going to learn something new. So here's what you're going to learn today. You're going to learn how to build an authority and a following, okay? Because you know that once you have that authority and you have that following, it is going to be so much easier to have people come to you instead of you having to always run after them, okay? You're also going to learn how to use your PLR to build an email list full of eager buyers. You have this PLR, or you're thinking about this PLR, and you want to know, how can I use this to build my list? You're also going to learn how to create products that solves problems. So these are for my people who, that if consistently creating products is going to help your business, and that people are always searching the internet and they're always looking for ways to solve a problem or find information to make their life easier. Okay, so you're going to learn how to use your PLR to create products that solves those problems. You're also going to learn how to turn your customers into repeat buyers. So these are for my peeps who's on with me, who are already getting some sales, but you want to know how you can get them to buy over and over again. Okay, and you're also going to learn how to attract the right partners that will help you triple your income. And what I mean by JV, I mean by joint venture partners, people that you can work with, that you can start tapping into other people's networks and growing your business quickly. Okay. Now, I have a special gift for you guys, so I'm really going to need you to stay until the end, because that's the only way you are going to get that special gift. So let's begin. What is PLR? If this is for my people who never heard, what is PLR? PLR is raw material. It's raw content that you purchase the rights to, that you're able to use it in whichever way that you want. All right. Now I want to see where you guys are at. Type 1 in the chat box if you have a PLR product already. I want you to type 2 if you've heard of PLR. And I know if you guys are in my network, you already heard of it. And I want you to type 3 if this is your first time ever hearing of PLR. I want to see where you guys are at. Okay, so I got 1. So 1, if you've already, purchased the PLR product. 2, if you've heard of PLR. And 3, if this is your first time hearing of PLR. I got 1, 3, never heard of PLR. Awesome. So I'm going to explain it a little bit further. I wanted to make sure before I wasted anyone's time, I wanted to get a 3 so I can know which way to go with this. So I am going to explain this a little bit further. All right, awesome. So let's understand what a PLR is. A PLR is when writer A, they write different content, blog posts, whatever it is, they write content, and they sell the private label rights to writer B, which would be you, the person that writes content for your own audience, okay? They sell it to you, so now you are able to change it, you're able to add your name, you're able to add your company, you're able to repurpose it and resell it for whatever price you want, okay? So that is what PLR is. Private label rights, content that you get from another person that you are able to repurpose and use to help your own business. Now let us move on. This is the most exciting part of tonight, because what I'm about to share with you in the 8 principles of marketing is something that's going to work for you guys, whether you decide to use PLR to help you save time or not. So this is for anybody that's in business. There are certain principles that never change when it comes to marketing. Understand that strategies change from business to business, from industry to industry, and from product to product. But the principles, they always remain the same, okay? So let's start with number 1. Number 1, you need to have a unique selling proposition. And this is really important, because you have to have something that people need to get from you and they can't get from anywhere else. You need a USP for your product, your service, or your brands, okay? Now, they should, whatever you are selling, whatever you are promoting, USP basically means that it's unique to you, meaning no one provides it but you. And I don't want you to think too hard about this, because as we go farther into the presentation, you're going to understand this and see it so much more clear, okay? The second principle that you have to remember in marketing is exponential selling. That's lifetime customer value. So let me tell you what this means in our terms. What this means is marketing funnels. And I know you've been hearing people talking about this, having several offers that you take your customer through. So now you are not getting one-time sales, but you're creating lifetime customers that's going to buy over and over again. And you do that through creating creating email funnels. All right. And we're going to talk more about that. Now, people who understand how important this third one that I'm about to mention is, people who understand this, trust me, they make more money every day. And that is database marketing. So that's when you have a list. And I know you've heard this before, that the money is in the list. Okay. They are building a following. People who are building a list, they are building a following. They are building a community. So that's the third part of your business that you have to have. And it does not matter if you're using PLR or not. This is business principles, period. Okay. Now, number 4 is strategic relationships. Anybody you know who's running a successful business has relationships places. Okay. People who are successful, they build strategic relationships. They tap into other people's networks by doing joint ventures. Now, once you understand who's buying your products, and we're going to get into that, you will know exactly the type of people that you need to start building these relationships with. Okay. Now, number 5 is media marketing. Now, what I mean by that is Facebook ads. Advertising, actually putting money into advertising so you can reach more people. And I don't want you guys to think deep about this. Let's get through this presentation, because as we continue to go through the slides, these principles right here is going to become oh so clear. But you don't ever want to think that you are going to reach the amount of people you're trying to reach if you're not going to start implementing some type of media marketing at some point in your business. Okay. Now the next one is community. The next one is community. Anybody that's successful is building a community. This is a basic principle. The next one, direct messaging. So that's copywriting, telling your story, having testimonials. Now, tell me something in the chat box, guys. Which person that you think, all right, and mind you, I did say think, because a lot of people say, well, I'm making 6 figures, but it's not. I'm saying, which people do you believe is successful, do not have sales pages, is not telling their story, do not have testimonials? This is a universal practice. And these are the things that every business needs to actually become successful. All right. Now let's look at the next one. My favorite, social media, which is content marketing. So many people think that social media is marketing. No, it's just a piece of it. This is all 8 steps in a marketing, in your marketing department of your business. Content marketing and posting on social media and utilizing live stream, all of that is just a portion of marketing. Now, these principles, they have to move together in order for a business to become profitable. And this matters, okay? This matters. And it doesn't matter what business you are in. It doesn't matter if you have a digital or a tangible product. It doesn't matter if you're going to use PLR or you're not. These principles remain the same. And when you understand how your PLR fits into each one of these principles, you will start to realize how you can make PLR marketing work for your business. Okay? Now, let's move on. The next thing you need to know is who you are marketing to. So when it comes to PLR, you could be marketing to the consumer, you could be marketing to the business owner, and that can go 2 ways. You can also be marketing to corporate sponsors. So let me give you an example of what I mean by this. Let's say you buy a PLR product. That's a Twitter package, right? You can market your course that you're going to create. You can market that to a person that is teaching Twitter to business owners, or you can market it directly to business owners. And last but not least, if you are at a certain point in your business where you can put together an audience of 100 people or more, you can also market your product to corporate sponsors, because there are sponsors that will pay you to teach your content to their audience. That's how powerful what I'm sharing with you today is. Now, the next thing you need to know is, what are you going to sell? So are you going to sell digital products? Are you going to use the PLR to sell physical products? Because you can do that. Are you going to use your PLR to sell affiliate products? Because you can do that as well. Now, understand that digital products gives you the most leverage of your purchase. So in my experience and in all the research and all the training that I've done, digital products give you the maximum profits when it comes to using PLR. Digital products allow you for multiple streams of income, and I'm going to show you how. Digital products also allow for maximum flexibility. Now, I know you're wondering, how am I going to use the PLR to do everything that you're telling me? It sounds great, but how am I going to use the PLR? So let's understand what you have when you purchase a PLR. What you have, as I said before, is a raw digital material, right? It's content, raw digital material that you have to now turn into a tangible solution that's going to help your client, right? Now, the beauty of it is you don't do the research when you buy this. You don't have to do any of the writing. You don't have to create the sales page. You don't have to shoot the videos, and you don't have to create packaging. You do have to repurpose, but a lot of this is what you're buying. So you get a head start on creating your products, right? Now, when you have a PLR, you have to understand that you are in the information marketing business. You are in the business for helping others, even if you have a tangible product. We are all in the information marketing business. So what does that mean? What that means is we sell solutions and we sell expertise. So when we sell a course, when we sell a checklist, when we do a webinar, when we do a live stream, no matter what it is that we're doing online or offline, we're selling our expertise. Now, I want to take it to someone that has a product, because I know that a lot of my people have products. Even if you have a product, a hair salon, you have hair products, or you sell weaves, whatever it may be, guys, you are still an expert at that. That's how you are able to sell. So you are an information marketer. Expertise, and you sell your trust. So when you have that PLR, you have raw material, and you now have to turn that PLR into a solution for your audience. Now, what you have to understand here, why I'm so excited about sharing all this information with you today, is that the intangible element in information marketing is time. Most people are tired of creating content. So you have to understand that when you create these courses and when you create these digital products, you are selling solutions, you are saving yourself time, but not only that, you are saving your audience time. You are saving them the energy of having to find people that they trust, because they already trust you. They want to buy from you. Now, once you understand how important time is, and I know that if you guys have been in business, then you hear people always talking about time and the value of time. Once you understand how valuable time is, you'll understand the money that comes behind saving people time. Meaning like paying $5,000 to get an entire course together, ready to sell right away. Understand that when you create information products, you're also saving time for maybe that mom who they're trying to start a business. They got a 9-to-5 job. When they get home from work, they only got a little bit of time to put into their business. So they really can't do all the research and learn how to create sales pages and do all of these things. So you're providing it to them. Or they really don't know where to start with their hair. They really can't afford to be at the salon all the time. And you got this nice package that's going to work for them, but you're getting them through a course first. You're providing them information. You are an information marketer. These people need something ready-made, and you're using a PLR product to give it to them. So you really need to understand the value that you bring to the table. You need to understand the value that you bring when you put out digital products that help people all over the world. Once you understand that, I promise you that you will no longer be in fear to putting out your course or doing your first challenge or putting together whichever product that you've been wanting to do all year. So I know you're wondering, well, what about the weaknesses? What about the fact that other people might have the same PLR package as me? Now, I'm going to give you some proof, but before I do, understand that you can use PLR to build authority. You can use PLR to attract your ideal client. And you can use PLR even if 1,000 had the same one like you. And you can also profit from it tremendously. Now, here's my evidence. How many of you, and I know I asked this in my group, but I have a lot of new people on with me today, so we're going to do it again. In the chat box, put a 1 if you've heard of chicken soup for the soul. Put a 1 in the chat box. Put a 1 if you've heard of Think and Grow Rich. Put a 1 in the chat box. If you've heard of chicken soup for the soul, or if you've heard of Think and Grow Rich, or even if you heard of 7 Habits of a Highly Successful Person. If you've heard of any of those books, put a 1 in the chat box. Awesome. Look at those ones. Now, here's my next question for you, and you're going to give me a 2 for this one. Give me a 2 if you've actually learned something that you've never heard before anywhere in the Chicken Soup for the Soul book. Give me a 2 if it's like foreign information that you're getting in the Chicken Soup for the Soul book. Okay, so here we are. There's nothing in those books that's new. In Think and Grow Rich, guess what? It's interviews. The book 7 Habits of Highly Successful People is someone that gave interviews of 7 people and then put it in a book. The Education of Millionaires book is stories that came from other people. Now, what I learned from my coach, which most of you have heard from before, Chicken Soup for the Soul, guys, is a collection of stories of private label rights, and they'll never tell you that. But they put these stories together in a book, and they built a franchise around it. Education of Millionaires. It's a concept. The writer, he found a concept online from doing research. Then he did interviews with different people, and then he put it together in a book and called it Education of Millionaires. All he did was took other people's information, repositioned it, and presented it as new information. So there you are. There's your proof. There's your proof of how powerful PLR is for your business. Now, what do you get when you get a PLR package? So now I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to let you see the inside of one of my PLR packages, okay? Now, when you get a PLR package, on the left-hand side of the screen, you got module. I kind of feel like if I missed something, guys, I'm just going to go back one more time just to make sure I didn't, because I kind of feel like if I did, but if I didn't, it's okay. All right, so on the left-hand side of the screen, you see the zip files. And from FE Module 1 to FE Module 14, this is the complete file, all right? This is the complete file. And in the file, you get a training guide, so that would be the product. You get a cheat sheet, a mind map, a resource report, a sales letter, and a thank you. You got a sales videos, lead pages, graphics, articles, and I opened it up here so you can see that I got 10 articles here on the subject that's in this training guide. You got banners, emails that you send out to your list, e-covers, those are like Pinterest-sized graphics, social media images pack I got, and then you got your license pack, which is your legal license to be able to use the product as much as you want. So these are all the things that come into a zip file, all right? Now, what should you do with all of these files here? Here's my 7-step formula to what you do. Number 1, you got to research. You got to research that ish. So you got to go in and you got to research and you got to figure out where your clients' problems are at. And I do that by the most easiest solution is going into a Facebook group that is your ideal, where your ideal client hangs out, no matter what niche that you're in. Go into a Facebook group. A lot of those groups, the host of the group will always ask the audience, what are they struggling with or what problems they have. You want to look at those answers. Those are the products you should be creating. Your clients tell you what's wrong. You just got to research it. Step 2, after you research, you collect the PLR material. So a lot of you might have already, but if you don't yet, after you research, then you go out and you get your PLR material on that particular subject. Step 3, you rewrite some key sections in the material. So this is where we repurpose and we turn it into what we want it to be for our audience. I hope you guys are writing. Step 4, you add more content. So now you put it in your experience, your expertise, your content, your voice. So whatever content you have on that particular subject, you now start adding it in and plugging it in and making up your course. Step 5, now you organize your sales funnel. Remember, we spoke about that when I told you guys the marketing principles. So now you set it up in an email funnel where people might get 7 emails that's talking all about the course, right? And you are selling your course. And remember, I showed you guys the file where you had, and let's go back to it. I showed you guys the file where you have a cheat sheet, a mind map, a resource report. All of that can be used as a lead magnet to bring in leads if you don't have a list yet. Step 6, after you organize the sales funnel, then you got to set it up. And you can set it up with programs like Lead Pages and MailChimp. I hope you guys are writing this down. And that's step 7, after your product is done, last thing to do is to advertise your course, advertise your products, okay? Now, here's an example because I want to break it down for you a little bit further. When it comes, I use the example of the Instagram marketing because you know that that's what I focus on, right? So once you get your PLR product and it comes to you, you want to break up the PLR, and that's the training guide. That's the actual product. So you want to open up whatever product you get and you want to look, let's say the product had 13 chapters. I want to look at the different topics in those chapters, right? Then I want to do some research. I want to spend a day, go through some Facebook groups and make a list of 20 questions that people ask for. This is how I help you start brainstorming ideas for your course, okay? So you get these 20 questions and you see what people are asking about in your industry. And now you can start deciding where you want to take this PLR, what topic you want to create your course in. Now, here's the bonus that I picked up. This is not something that I've personally used yet, but this is a bonus that I picked up from my PLR coach. And what he said was, if you want to start building an offline audience, then you want to try when you're going to network events or you go to conferences or local events in your area, you want to start listening to the problems that people talk about, the different topics that interest people. And I thought this was so clever. And the reason why is because I know you guys can feel me when I say that you are tired of spending money to go to all these places to hear the same thing of 20 people that stand in front of you and tell you how they started their business, and you still go home not knowing how to do a darn thing, just motivated, but still don't know where to go. So if we take this little hot tip right here, we just might find out what our people in our local areas want, so we can start providing local classes, local programs, local events to start growing our local market as well. This is powerful. Now, I want to ask you guys, before we get into this, I want to ask you guys a quick question here. How many of you have bought 2 of the same thing? Or you follow several brand coaches, or you follow several finance coaches? I want you to put a 1 in the chat box if you've ever bought more than one course or book on the same subject, or if you've ever followed more than one branding coach or finance coach. Put a 1 in the chat box for me if you learn from several people right now. I'm going to wait to see if I see some 1s come in. All right, I got some 1s coming in. Okay, so the reason why I asked you this is because I want you to understand that people learn from different people. There is no information out there that's new information. So the way I'm showing you to break this information down, it will be the best investment that you ever make for your business. People are always looking for that one new thing. It doesn't have to be completely new, just that one difference. That's the reason why people buy, book after book in a series. That's the reason why you'll buy every chicken soup for the soul book if you're a fan. Because people are only always looking for that one thing that's going to help them make a difference. You understand what I'm saying? That is the reason why PLR will be so powerful for your business. Now, let me take you a little further inside of my system. I'm not going to go through every single thing because I don't want to confuse you, but I'm taking you in a little bit. So if I have a PLR product, right, I know that I'm getting ready to put out a course. I need a lead magnet. I need some blog posts to put out on the subject. I need some emails to go out. I need to do a webinar. I'm about webinars, so I'll always have a webinar in my launch. I want to do some live streams. I need some bonuses. Do you see how I broke this down here in Trello? Then here I got my webinar system, so I know exactly what needs to be done to put together a webinar and set up my system. Here, same thing if I want to do a challenge. And then here I have my launch email sequence. And now I can give you, if I was actually in the computer and not on a slideshow, then I can actually show you a lot more. But I wanted to show you this so you can understand that when you have a system, you can put out product after product that will help your client. And all you have to do is take your PLR product that you have and plug it into the system. Now, once you have your product, you need to market it, right? So here are some places you're going to market your product, okay? You're going to market your product online and offline. You're going to market your products within your network. You're going to market your products on Udemy or Yes Course, ClickBank, JVZoo, Amazon, Craigslist, all over social media. I hear people telling me all the time, oh, Niala, I'm not getting any sales. Are you advertising everywhere? Is your business everywhere? Once you finish your first course, you want it everywhere. Now, understand that after you do this, you want to create a snowball effect. So you're probably like, well, what is a snowball effect? Let me dig into that a little bit, okay? A snowball effect is when you're using the product method to build your business. So what you want to do is you want to make your product as evergreen as possible. So what that means is it should be that something that you just set up in a software, something like Teachable, right? And then all you have to do is every time new information releases, you update or you put in new videos every time you do something new, which, if information doesn't change, that's how you'll determine when you have to update your course, right? Now, what you have to understand is not everyone is going to know you from the start, especially if you're new. And this is if you decide to go with PLR or not, guys. I told you this was business principles. So not everyone is going to know you from the start when you're new. But understand that if you advertise at every single place that I told you, someone is going to buy from you. And a few sales are better than none. Now, I want to ask you a question. If you were to use the system that I'm giving you and you were to produce your first course and get 10 sales, let's say your course was $97 and you get 10 sales from your first course, would that be more money than you made in your business last month? Or would that be more money than you made in your business the month before? Tell me yes. Put yes in the chat box if that would be more than you made last month or the month before in your business. For those who's asking questions, I will get to you guys right at the end of the class, okay? So put in the chat box for me, if you were to sell a course and you were to get 10 sales off your first course, if that would be more than you made in your business for the last 2 months. I got some yeses coming in. Okay, good. So that is the reason why I'm telling you a few sales are better than none. Too many people are looking to get the 5 figures right away, and that's not the way business works. Now, let me tell you why the product method for building your business is important, which is the snowball effect, why it's my favorite. Some people build their business through speaking. Some people build their business through podcasts. Everybody has their thing. But if you notice, most of the successful leaders build their business through creating online products, even if they have an offline business. Okay? Now, let me tell you why the snowball effect works. Why it works is because once you create that first product, right, and you get 10 sales, you need to be ready to create your next product. And once you create your next product, not only do you get those same 10 people, which begins your buyers list, right? Not only do you have those same 10 people that you had before, but you're still advertising in all your channels. So now you'll make more sales. And then you put out your third product. And after that, what happens? Again, more sales. Why? Because now you have a buyer's list. Now your list is growing, your audience is growing, and you're still advertising in all the channels. So you're building a business snowball. And understand that this is not a now model. So I don't want you to believe anybody that tells you, oh, I'm going to help you make $1 million in a year. It's impossible unless you have some top secret talent and you get discovered, okay? Every business that's going to work, it takes time. This is not a now model, but what this is a consistent model. Because if you get 10 sales this month and then you got another product going out, then now you got another 10 sales coming in. But guess what those 10 people see when they buy your second product? They're seeing your first product. So they buy that one too. And that's how it starts to grow when you use this business model. Now, to build a business, guys, you have to nurture your seed. Don't eat it or neglect it. When you are creating a business snowball, it's based on your credibility, your authority, and your trust. So the more you put out these products, you do your live streams, you do your blog posts, all the things that I just shared with you, you're building that credibility, authority, and trust. You're growing your list, you're growing your audience, and your sales grow as you continue to follow the model. You start to generate more sales. Now, even though I told you that this is not a now business model, that doesn't mean that you don't want to move fast. Telling you this is because I'm putting you in the path to success right now. If you were to follow what I'm teaching you today, guys, by the end of 2017, you will have enough products that you can now open up your own membership site that you are selling to people for $27 a month to get access to all your courses, right? And would you rather have one person pay you $100 one time or 100 people paying you $2,700 a month? Which leader do you know that's successful with an offline or online business that do not have membership programs? I'm giving you the tools, guys. You want to be consistent. So with this model, you got to be consistent in your production of products and in your production of content. So that's how come PLR becomes so significant to make this work. Next, you have to build from your own experience. So as you do this work, you continue to put your experience in your work. You put it in your content. You put it in your products. You do live streams. You tell people about the experience, what's happening as you build a course. Give them sneak peeks, what's happening. Make them be a part of it. Build an experience with them. That's how this business model works. Now, how do you build it up? This is how. You launch the first product, then you research again, then you build your audience some more. Then you launch the next product, then you research again, then you build your audience some more. And as the months go by, every month you'll see what happens. The income will start to get higher and higher and higher. I'm not here to tell you no fake thing that you're going to make $1 million by the end of 2017 if you do this. But what I will tell you is it will give you exactly what I know you're looking for, and that's consistent income. That's consistent income rising every month. That is true business. Now, after you do this, you scale up. So you don't eat it. You don't eat that money. You don't spend that money. You take a portion of it and you put it into some ads so you can reach more people. You take a portion of it and you pay a virtual assistant so you can start taking off some of the tasks off your plate. You take your authority and your credibility that you're building and you use that to get joint ventures. And you start hooking up with people that's growing too, and you say, hey, do a webinar with me, like you guys seen me do with one of my colleagues last month. Do a webinar with me. Let's package our stuff together. Let's help each other. That's what this business is about. So you don't live and eat on the money that you make as it first start coming in. If you got a job, take that money to pay your bills. If you got a freelance on Fiverr or Craigslist, or if you got a talent and you can put it out, maybe you could type fast, type up some letters for entrepreneurs, get some of that side money and pay your bills. Because with this model, I'm showing you how you raise your income every month, and you can't eat it if you want it to raise. You don't neglect your business, you build your business. Now, I want to ask you guys a question. So we're going to go back to the chat box. After hearing everything that I just said, do you think that this is something that you can commit to for 2017 and stop playing around in your business? Give me a yes. If you think this is something you can commit to, and be honest if it's a no. That's why I said yes or no, because I want you to be honest. So if you think that this model is something that, what? If I learn this and I implement this, man, I can be selling courses. I could use that to find people to start coming to my events. I could use that to start attracting people to start coming over to buy my products. Then give me a yes in the chat box. Okay, I'm getting some yes. If it's a no, that's okay too. All right, now, I'm not sure why you decided to join me. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's because I'm awesome, but no, I'm not sure why you decided to join me, but it could be that you've been working really hard to grow your business. You're really frustrated because it seems like you're not getting anywhere. And it could be that, you want to create income for yourself that will allow you to eventually stop working, or you want to get consistent income, right? Or maybe you've tried everything under the sun and you want a business model that's going to work for you. And you also need some help in the process. All right. Here's a truth moment for you. There is nothing that I've shared with you today, guys, that's fluff. You have watched me grow this year, have you not? These are the exact tools and techniques and strategies that I've used to grow a community of over 64,000 on Instagram, over 9,000 on Facebook, over 7,000 on Twitter. It is the same tools, techniques, and strategies that I've used to build my audience and get every single one of you here, special people here with me today. So that's my truth for you. So you have two options. You could either continue to work hard, which I know you are a hard worker, or you can follow the step-by-step duplicatable system that I'm getting ready to share with you. All right? Now, imagine this. Imagine if you can increase your sales and you can increase your audience by just implementing the snowball effect. Imagine the freedom that you could obtain with a strategy like this. Imagine if you could actually stop working by the end of next year. That's why I want to introduce you to PLR to the rescue. A lot of you have heard about it all month, and it's finally here. It's a step-by-step course that shows you how to save time when you're creating your content, how to provide consistent value to your audience, okay? It also helps you it helps you consistently create products that's going to solve those problems and turn your customers into buyers that's going to buy again, again, and again. Now I'm going to break it down for you, okay? You learn in the first module how to do a high quality check, which is really important when it comes to purchasing PLR, okay? You're also going to learn how to brainstorm that digital product, and I will be brainstorming with you. So we are going to come up with your product together. You're also going to rebrand your PLR with me. In module 4, we talk all about adding more content. So this is where we dig into the things that you've done all through 2016 that we can add into your course to make it the best course ever. In module 5, I also teach you about outsourcing the labor for as little as $4 an hour. I also teach you how to create your sales funnel and set up your sales funnel. So you get tons of videos and tech videos and audios and checklists that's going to bring you along as you create your course. You also learn how to advertise your product effectively. And last but not least, which to me is the most important part in any business model, period, is you're going to learn how to track your success. So see where the sales are coming from and learn how to monetize on that, how to leverage your buyers list, how to track what you're doing. So every month it's getting better and better and better. Now, I know you're probably wondering, Niala, I know you had an offer, but what is this going to cost me? Okay. Now, I have a lot of bonuses, so I want you to stay with me because I made sure that I was going to make this good. All right. So I want you to stay with me. All the bonuses that I'm going to share with you, it's worth $9,182. But I am going to share this course with you guys for $197. Okay? A fraction of what it's worth, like almost nothing of what it's worth. Okay? Now, there is a 30-day money-back guarantee before we get to your bonuses. PLR to the rescue is for individuals who are ready to implement and see a positive change in their business. However, if you try the program for 30 days and you feel like it's not for you, you can request your money back. It's that simple. So all you need to do is show proof that you've taken action, you've watched your modules, you submitted your assignments, your worksheets, and participated in the lessons. And if you feel that it's not for you and you don't see not one result at all, you can most definitely request a refund. Okay? Now, here are my bonuses. You're going to get a private student-only Facebook group. And if you are in any of my courses, and I know I have some of my students here, you will know that we work with each other in the group as we continue to go along within the course. You'll also get live weekly Q&A sessions so I can help you along the way. You'll also get a full library of PLR for your resource. Now, here is more bonuses. And this is where I'm going to make all of you guys feel good. You are also going to get access to one, Instagram for Profits, the course that released a month ago. You're also going to get access to Create Profitable Webinars, which you know is my famous course teaching you how to create webinars so you can start growing your business. And the reason why I decided to offer you guys more bonuses is because we are in the pre-launch stage for PLR to the Rescue. So PLR to the Rescue is going to release in about 10 days. Now until then, we are going to leave the price at $197. On January 1st, this course is going to go up to $497. And that's because I have so much to give here. Now, these bonuses, Instagram for Profits and Create Profitable Webinars, is going to disappear December 18th at 11:59 p.m. So you guys have some time to get in so you can get all 3 courses for $197. Now, here is the kicker, because you guys know I always got a kicker, right? So I'm going to give you guys 15 minutes if you want to get in, extra $50 off of this, and get all 3 courses and bonuses for $147. Now, once I click this here, guys, and I start this clock right here, guys, you guys got 15 minutes to get in by texting this number right here, texting PLR to this number, and you will get in at $147. So that's PLR to the rescue, Instagram for Profits, Create Profitable Webinars, and your bonuses. And these bonuses disappear on 18th. So you guys got 15 minutes to get in once I click set. And what we're going to do is I'm going to start answering some questions, okay? While while the clock is going, I'll start answering some questions, okay? So let me hit set, hit start, and now the clock is going. I will start answering some questions right now. Now, once you guys text that number, you are going to receive a text back that's going to give you the instructions to send your payment, and then you will get your access to the course. Now, PLR to the rescue, as I said, is releasing completely in 10 days. But you get access to Instagram for Profits and Create Profitable Webinars today. So you can actually start taking those courses today. All right, guys? All right, so let me head on over to the chat box so we can start answering some questions. This was exciting. Okay. So I had a question up here from Selena. Selena says, Niala, what if you're not in the business? Oh, this is a good one. What if you're not in the business to create a course? It's hard to apply this if I'm not creating a course or teaching a class in the line of my business. And she also says, how would this apply if you're providing a service? So Selena, you know I'm so straightforward, so I'm about to get real with you. If you were listening throughout this whole class, I have totally proved to you why you should implement informational marketing into your business. So if you want to stick with one stream of income where you're just going out there hustling after people to do a party, then I can't continue to convince you. But what I've shared with you today is everything that you need to know why you need to start putting some things out, informational products, so that way you can start attracting people other places. This thing will take you so far. Even when it comes to creating actual spa products that you can start selling on your site. Maybe other people that do spa parties want to learn from you, want to buy what you have. Maybe people in another state don't want to book you, but they want to do a party like you and will take a course and do the party like yours. I am teaching you guys how to think outside the box and think like someone that wants to be successful. So for everybody that might be opening your eyes really big, I know Selena for a very long time. So don't worry, she understands what I'm saying. But do you get me, Selena? This is a way to help you get a little bit further. All right? All right, so I want you guys to give me some more questions and let me see what else I have here. I have, hey, what if you are already in Instagram for Profits? Okay, well then you won't be getting that bonus, but you'll get into Create Profitable Webinars. And if you're in both, then you won't be getting those bonuses, all right? All right, so do you guys have any more questions for me? Let's see who we have in the program already. Wow. So we got Jennifer. Welcome, Jennifer. We got Kathy. Welcome to the program, Kathy. All right, so let's see if we have any more questions in the chat box. All right, so do you guys have any more questions for me? Anything that what we talked about today, anything about maybe being able to implement a PLR product, anything at all about PLR marketing, the business marketing principles? You guys can write out your questions right here and I will get to those questions. We have about 11 more minutes on the clock for you guys to get all 3 courses for $147, okay? All right, so I'm going to refresh this page and see if I have any questions popping up. All right, so I'm not seeing any questions here. So I'm just going to give you guys some more time. We still have 10 minutes on the clock. I'm really surprised because usually I have tons of questions coming in. So I'm wondering if I really did a good job with this information. How much time do you spend revamping your PLR? That right there is all up to you. When it comes to me, it can take me about 2 weeks. But then again, I do have 2 or 3 assistants that would be working at the same time. When I started doing this by myself, I would say to get a full course out, it would take me about a month. All right, so that's realistically, and that's because you're not trying to just put out any product. You're trying to put out something that's going to sell, and you're trying to put out something that's really going to help your audience. So I'm going to realistically say somebody who maybe has a full-time job and they're only putting in some hours or 2 hours every day, then yeah, it'll take you about a month to put together a really good course with your PLR. Now, if you're going to revamp it to a challenge or an ebook or blog post or social media post, then you know that takes no time to just, change up some sentences and use it for content. Match various PLR products. Absolutely. So I always like to get maybe 4 or 5 different PLRs on one topic because I want to make sure that I'm really getting a lot of information, and I also want to make sure that I can provide the best course ever. And the only way you could do that is by a lot of research. So if you guys have ever, like me, I've actually built courses without PLR, right? So if you're building courses without PLR, the first thing you do is research when you're building a course, no matter what. You understand? So what this PLR is basically research, right? So if I get like 4 or 5 different products on that topic, that gives me a lot of research that I can start now building my course. All right, so let me refresh again and see if I have any more questions coming in. We got about 8 more minutes, and I just want to welcome those of you who have already joined. I can't wait. And you guys will get access to Create Profitable Webinars and Instagram for Profits as soon as I get off. So as soon as I get off, I'll go ahead and send you guys over that, okay? All right, so for you guys to take advantage of this, because it looks like I'm getting a question here on my Facebook message. For you guys to take advantage of this, you just have to text PLR to that number right on the screen, 484-904-3674, and you're going to receive a text so you can go ahead and make your payment. You guys have 7 minutes, about 7 minutes, to get the $50 off. So it'll be $147, okay? All right, so let me continue to look and see here if I have any more questions popping up. And just remember, guys, you guys got about 7 more minutes to ask me whatever you want. So this is the time. This is the time to get the questions in. All right, so I'll see what other questions. I don't see anything else coming in. Do you guys have any more questions at all about anything that we spoke about today, or anything that you might even be brainstorming for your PLR? So you might, have been wanting to do this for a while, and you might have some questions about what to do next, How do you price your products? Oh, wow, that's a good question. I just asked that. I just answered that in a live stream. So when it comes to pricing your product, the first thing is you have to think about your audience. So where they're at and what they can afford. You also want to think about how much they've ever spent with you, okay? Because if your audience have never really spent anything with you, like you haven't trained them to buy yet, even if it's like $7 ebook, or they haven't bought at all, then you don't want to start off with a topic that's like, I'm sorry, with a price that's like all the way up. You know what I mean? You want to give them something that you know that they're going to purchase. So you might want to start off with something at a $47 limit, and then you work your way up. Okay. You also want to think about what your value is, because it's still your time and it's still you that has to sit there and create this course, right? So you want to think about all three of those things when you're deciding how you want to price your product. Okay. Does that help you? Let me know if that helps you or not. You guys, most of you came in anonymous, so I can't even call you by your name. So that sucks. But if I helped you, let me know that I did help you and I answered that question for you. Okay. What's the next one here? What should you do your when should you do your first course? I don't know. Are you saying when or what? If you're saying when, then you should do it right away. As long as you know something, you could teach. So you should do it right away. And it doesn't, and remember, guys, this is not something that should take you away from what you love doing. This is just something that a project that you should take, create, and put out on the internet. Take, create, and put out on the internet. Remember, you only do the work once. So once it's created, it's out. It's being sold. Do you know how much people that I look every day at their Instagram? Every day you putting out quotes and all types of stuff, but got nothing to sell. This is how you start building up your product list. All right, let's see what else do we have over here. Okay, which one? First, the course or ebook? So first, okay, when it comes to that, honestly, I think ebooks are overrated. I do more like blueprints, which are still like ebooks, but just giving it a fancier name. I consider ebooks to be something that you give away for free to build your list, not something that people will really buy or it will even bring you anything substantial. So yes, you can create an ebook first if you wanted to, and you can sell it for about $7. Yeah, but then where are you going to upsell them to? Remember, I spoke to you about those funnels. So once they spend the $7 and they buy an ebook from you, if the ebook is good and you put your time to make it and it's good, they want something more. So the next step would be the course as well. With that, Selena, I do. Thanks, Niala. I missed some of the webinar. I feel you. Okay. All right. So you're going to get the replay. So you'll get to look at it over again. If I was to create a course or ebook, how long should I wait to launch? 1 week too short? I would say 1 week is too short because I want to give at least a month of promoting. I want to get my people excited. I want to do my live streams, put out my blog posts. I mean, if you guys pay attention to what's happening right now, I'm in the middle of a launch. So I've been talking to you guys about PLR since the beginning of the month. I've been doing live streams. I did a live interview with experts. I've been doing blog posts, and PLR is now open in pre-launch. So, it's a system. It's a system. So definitely not 1 week. And what I love about how I teach is, I could always back it up by saying, look at what I'm doing. Don't listen to what I'm saying. Look at what I'm doing. You understand? And yes, I was a salon owner at one point. Yes, I was selling wraps and still doing webinars and selling courses. Yes, it doesn't matter what type of business you're in. Informational products is the way to get clients in the door. Informational products is a way to prove your credibility and authority before they go for more. Informational products is a way for you to reach more people. A way for you, the other day I got a message from a young lady. She's been following me for about a year and she's in Singapore. I mean, for goodness sake, when I was in the back of in the hair salon, I wasn't getting to speak to people in Singapore. I wasn't getting to speak to people in Bermuda. So this is awesome here. All right, guys, so you got 1 more minute and 43, 42 seconds to get in at $147. Again, I want to welcome you guys who have joined so far. I cannot wait to get started with you. And as soon as we finish here, I will send you guys your link so you can get into Instagram for Profits and create profitable webinars. So understand, guys, that you are getting 3 courses for $147. So you got 1 more minute to get your payments in. All you have to do is just text PLR to that number. Once the payment is in, then you're set. If the payment is not in 1 minute, then the price is $197. Okay, guys? So I want to make sure you do know that. So this is like my flash bonus because I always like to give you guys some extra. I know how it is when you are growing. So yes. All right, so let's see if I have any more questions here. Any more questions at all? In a few seconds, we are going to end for the day, and I will be over in the Divapreneurs chat box answering some more questions if you guys have. But again, in about 30 seconds, our window will close for you to get in for $147, okay? All right. Okay, so I don't see any more questions coming in. And as soon as the buzzer go off, then we are going to end for today. I want to thank you guys for joining me. I want to thank you guys for staying with me. And I want to thank you guys for being a part of my community. And I will see you all in the group if you got questions, all right? All right, so we are done. Okay. All right, so let me just stop sharing for a minute. I hope I'm not sweaty because I literally have not seen my face in over an hour, and I'm about to show you guys my face. So let me just share. Let me just put on my webcam really quick. All right, so okay, I'm still intact. All right, guys, so thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to everyone that has joined the program. I'm going to go ahead and get your emails together right now and send it out to you so you can get into the other courses. All right, so the time is up. Everything now is at $197. So if you guys want to get in, you have until December 18th, which is Sunday night, to get in at $197. All right, I'm sorry, not to get in at $197, but to get your bonuses, meaning to also get into Instagram for Profits and create profitable webinars. All right. So I want to thank you guys again for joining me, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.